just was just like, man, everything's happening for a reason. I pray to God, and I was just like, man, I know that you're gonna do right about this. Maybe this was the time of me becoming world champion. So I'm just gonna, just ride it through. And I stuck to the vision, man. I stuck to the vision. I continued to train. I continued to keep that mentality and keep that boxer mentality where it's just you always gotta be on your P's and Q's, man. You always gotta be sharp. So once I finally got that Tevin Farmer fight finalized, man, it was just like a dream come true, man. Because I knew that Tevin Farmer is a hell of a fighter, and I know that he's the best one at the 130 pounds at that time, and I wanted to fight the best, just like I challenged myself to fight the best at 126 pounds, Gary Russell Jr. So with me, man, I don't want to be like some of these other fucking fighters and some of these other champions where they're champion, but these guys are not facing top opposition. With me, man, I wanna create my own success, and I want to make my success worth it, man. I want to challenge myself. I want to fight these champions. I want to fight the best in my division, so that way I could challenge myself. But at the end of my career and at the end of everything, man, I could just sit back and just be happy with that I did everything right, and I fought as a real boxer, not trying to make money off of easy fights and shit like that. I'm just fighting real opposition, man. I'm 27 years old, and I've already fought 5 current world champions, man. Andrew Cancio, Rene Alvarado, Jesus Rojas, Gary Russell Jr., and Tevin Farmer, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm on top of my game right now, and I can't get beat.
Yeah. What you just said, that it reminded me of the first time. I mean, anybody that's watching this video, just see how consistent JoJo is. I met him. My first media event was Jo Diaz versus Gary Russell. JoJo, me and him never met in life in person. I met him after the fight in defeat. Nobody wants to be seen or talked to. And I remember, bro, I told you, JoJo, keep your head up, bro. You got this. You just got to retool yourself, and you're going to be fine, bro. And then you got your big fight 2020. And a lot of people don't even know the sequence for it, right? It took a Twitter photo between him and yourself and Farmer. Boom. Everybody started asking for it. And then, I remember even, I'm not going to say a lot of stuff personal, but you used to tell me, man, maybe I'm going through this, but, I'm not going to let it stop me. And I told you, bro, just keep going. Just keep going. Like, your time's going to happen. Now, I'm going to tell you something from 2 days ago. I had an interview with Gary Russell. He's doing his own thing. And I mentioned to him, I was like, JoJo's a tough guy at 130. He was like, yeah, but he's like, I did tell him, your fight with Gary Russell, I think it specifically helped you for that fight with Tevin Farmer. And I think that fight with Gary Russell it helped you become an even better fighter till this day, right? And Gary Russell's like, I always knew JoJo was gonna be a world champion, just not that night in Maryland. And he told me, like, JoJo's a hell of a fighter. He didn't have to take that fight with me, even though he was mandatory. And just for me to hear that praise from Gary Russell, like, listen, at the end of the day, it was business, but I knew that he was about it. And I was like, wow, great.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, man, real recognize real. And Gary Russell Jr., he's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a champion, dude. And I respect him just as much as he respects me. He was a better man that night. I came in with the wrong game plan, man. I thought I was going to be able to, rough him up on the inside and be able to use my strength to overpower him and get him tired. But everything that night just wasn't flowing for me, man. I had the referee wasn't letting me fight on the inside like I wanted to. He was always separating me and Gary Russell. So whenever I wanted to try to dictate the action, he would make me reset. So I wasn't able to, keep that pace that I wanted to keep. And also I had my guard up all the time, man. I wasn't actually, taking a lot of risks in there like how I should have. And now that I tasted that defeat, like you said, it made me a better fighter today, man. It made me a wiser man and a better fighter inside.
What does that mean for somebody like him, just to go straight to 35 and fight the top dogs at 35?
He has to be really, really confident in his ability. And also, I'm pretty sure that he don't walk around at 126. I'm pretty sure he walks around like around 140, 145. So when he's fighting and when he's sparring there, he probably feels tough. And he's probably fighting guys that are 140, sparring guys that are 140, 150-pound fighters. So making it to that type of – he's already older and everything. So making that 10-pound difference, I don't think it's going to be such an impact for him. I think it's actually going to be good for him because he's going to carry more power and carry more weight. So he's going to back up that speed with some power now at 135, and I think it'll be entertaining and pretty. I would like to see Gary Russell at 135, see what he could do at that weight. I like the people that he's challenging. I don't think he should fight like any top tier contenders at 135. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia are some good fighters that he's mentioning right now because these guys are still, making a name for themselves as well.
Yeah. We mentioned about now back to with you, right? Everybody's like been DMing me since like I think early March, late February. They were like, "Hey B, like, so what's JoJo's next plan? Like, you should know." I was like, "No, I don't know. I mean, I have an idea. Maybe he's gonna fight Farmers in rematch. I don't know how things are working out, especially with the coronavirus impacting our lives." I was like, "But JoJo has some big announcement." And for the fans that are curious, what's next? Is the rematch? Are we going to see the rematch, which was both great. It was a great fight. Both of you guys went through adversities, right? Or are
Yeah.
you going another direction? The fans want to know.
To be honest, man, I don't feel like I need to give a rematch to Tevin Farmer right away, man. I know that there was a rematch clause and stuff, but I feel like my defeat towards him, dude, it was just one sided. Where I feel like if we fight again, it's going to be the exact same outcome. No matter what he tried to bring to the table, I just feel like I'm just an overall better fighter than Tevin Farmer. I feel like even if he tries to move around a little more, because I know that that's part of his game plan is to not sit in the pocket as much and maybe move around and cut the rings off. But since I'm the champion, why should I be chasing you around the ring? You got to come after me now. So
Mm,
I feel like it's gonna be the same outcome. I feel like I'm just gonna just do exactly what I did the first fight. So that kind of fight, gives me that type of thrill to actually fight him again. But what gets me the thrill is fighting like Leo Santa Cruz or Adam Matis, Gervonta Davis, these guys that people are saying that are the real deal and that are champions for a long time and that are the next superstars. I want to fight those guys. I want to fight those name fighters because I want to keep on making a name for myself and
mm,
keep on showing everybody that that I'm the real deal in this box game. I mean, that's my vision, dude, is to go out there and shock the road and to keep on surprising people and keep on impressing people by how much better I'm getting every single time out and
yeah.
just taking over, man. I want to start unifying these fights. I know that there's this Russian cat that they're trying to make me fight as well. I think he's 15-0 with 12 KOs. He's the IBF mandatory right now. So I might just go after that
Wow.
and fight him, or maybe hopefully get a fight with Leo Santa Cruz or someone. So I'm still
Mm.
debating, man. I'm still seeing my options.
And the most beautiful part about this, we talked about this like I think 2 weeks before the fight with Tevin Farmer. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, okay. So I remember the first thing you told me, Gustavo, when I win, I call the shots now. I dictate now, and I'm like, yo, when that happens, like you're gonna call. So what are some things maybe that you're able to control now that you didn't, like in terms of let's say the money aspect, promoters actually respecting you, having more options in terms of getting the best fights, what are some things that you plan on doing, to deliver for the fans?
You know what? I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing, man. I know my ability, and I know that I'm a badass fighter inside that ring, dude. And I know that I'm an exciting fighter. And now that I'm champion, I'm not gonna go out there and fight any bums. I'm not gonna go out there and fight guys that when they say, "Oh, Joseph Diaz is fighting," Joseph Diaz is gonna win. We know who he's fighting. Like, oh, he's gonna knock this dude out. I don't wanna be named as that. I wanna know that whenever I'm fighting, I want him to be like, yo, Joseph Diaz is fighting, man, but he's fighting this tough ass undefeated Russian, or he's fighting this other world champion that he's gonna be, defending this title, and they're gonna unify titles and stuff. I want him to be hyped like that because that's the type of challenge that I want. I want to beat all these motherfuckers, dude. I know all these guys are talking shit and they're good at advertising and they're good at promoting themselves and all that shit, but at the end of the day, man, I'll let my fist do the talking, and I just feel like I'm gonna start taking the throne.
Yeah, and look, and even 130, right? There's a lot of great talent, not including yourself. We have the champions. We have Jamal Herring. We have I think Leo's now a WBA, right, of some sorts, regular,
Yeah, yeah,
super.
no, yeah. Leo's a WBA super champion at 130.
There you go. And then we have Miguel Brichel, Oscar Valdez is invading. You have Carl Frampton. You have Primetime, Chris Colbert. You have Crunch Time, James Wilkins, who's with Golden Boy. There's a lot of great talent 130. Then you have Shakur. He's already saying, I talked to him 2 weeks ago. He said he's moving up to 130. I think you and him, 2012, 2016, the Olympics, that would be a banger, bro.
Yeah, I think all those fights will be good, man. Like I said, dude, I'm up for the challenge as long as everything's right as far as negotiations me not fighting at other people's arenas and shit like that anymore. I want to make it where it's a 50-50 even playground where it's just it's up to me and you, whatever we're gonna do. I don't want no referees or anything, coming in my way of becoming a champion that night. I want to make sure that everything is that I agree on as well. All the terms that are where the venue's at, where the who's going to be the referee. If we're going to do VADA testing, I want to do VADA testing all year round. I want to start doing all that testing because I want to make sure that these fighters that I'm going to be fighting are not testing dirty, are fighting clean and are being fair. Because it's kind of bullshit. All these fighters that try to do that type of thing to gain that advantage in the boxing is bullshit because you're risking other people's lives, and these other people's lives are the fighters that have families and that have fucking children, that have brothers and sisters and mom and dads that look up to them as well, and that have that type of inspiration for them and love. Where it's kind of bullshit, trying to risk someone's life for that, for just getting an extra boost or an extra step in your boxing game. I think it's bullshit, man. I think people that do that are pussies, man, and I don't respect them at all.
I feel you, man. Quickly, shout out to Billy Joe Powers. She just said JoJo, exclamation 100.
What up, Billy Joe?
There you go. Saludos. Jesse Vargas is on this too. Shout out to homie. Congratulations, Jesse, on the new show on Matchroom, The Zone. Congrats, Carnal. Well deserved. Yeah, champ. I feel you, man. I mean, I think some of the things that people want to know is like, is boxing going to come back with no audience? When are they going to come back in like a regular capacity? Even for you, right? I know that, bringing action for your fans and delivering big time. I know it's going to be a hard adjustment for you. If you have to fight in a no audience, how's that transition? Like, from fans to no fans?
You know what? I think, damn, with all this quarantine going on, with all this, sickness and everybody having that social distance thing, I think it's, I don't know how sports is going to, go on, or like if we're going to, find a vaccine where it's going to, cure all of us again and cure the people that are affected and make the world back to normal again, then that'll be cool. But if we have to fight with no audiences, I think it's no major difference to me, man. I mean, I spar all the time when there's only 5 people inside the room, where it's just me and my trainer and the other guy and a couple of his trainers too. So I don't think it's going to be any different. I think it's just about, just maintaining, just having that mindset where you just got to win no matter what. Yeah. You got to know that it's a fucking fight. Yeah, it feels like it's not a fight, but you just got to adjust to whatever they give you. So, I mean, if that ends up being a case where I'm going to have to fight with no fans, I know that the fans are going to be there with me by heart and also watching, streaming and watching through the phones or with the TVs and all the other type of streaming event or whatever they broadcast it on. So I know that I'm going to have fans watching no matter what, so I just got to perform. So yeah. I don't think it's going to be any type of, difference for me. I think just going inside the ring and just performing is what I'm just going to do.
Quickly, WBO champions in the house at 1:30. Tell bro I said what up. So I don't know if he emphasized me to tell you what's up. I don't even know, but
yo, WBO what up, Jamal here, man. That's my dog, man. It's whenever like me and Earl Spence always keep in contact as well. We always DM each other and just mess around because, man, we've shared a lot of great moments growing up. Me and Jamal Herring, all these Olympians that are now champions, dude. It's fucking awesome seeing that everybody stuck to the path and stuck to the goal and stuck to the vision with their own selves and not getting distracted by all this other bullshit that goes on with the world, man. And just, just loving life and doing what they love to do. And, man, it's a blessing seeing Jamal Herring as a champion, Earl Spence, Jose Ramirez, all these guys that I grew up with, man, seeing them doing their thing as well still, it just brings me happiness, bro. Yeah. So salute to y'all. Salute to y'all, man. I'm proud of you, Jamal. Keep it up, bro.
And this is the beauty about this, right? Because I know most of the time people are like, JoJo and Jamal Herring, go at it right now, talk your shit. But like, you see, it just shows the maturity level between you and him. You guys are keeping it professional. You guys are friendly. At the end of the day, if it does happen, you guys are gonna go at it. Then that's when I guess we'll stir the pot or whatever, right? We'll build
exactly. I mean, exactly. Like if me and Jamal Herring end up fighting, man, bro, it'll be one hell of a fight. And of course, me and him are brothers. But at the end of the day, he's doing it to protect his family, and he's doing whatever he's got to do to protect his own, and I'm doing the same thing. So if we so happen to cross paths, I know Jamal Herring's gonna be is gonna look at me as his enemy now, and I'm gonna do the same thing. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a good fight for the fight fans, and I know that we're both gonna deliver, man, because
Yeah.
we're both hungry and we both want to be the champions and unify and have, because I have goals for myself and I know that he has goals for himself, dude. So it's just about having that vision and that and just maintaining and being on that track, dude. And I feel like people should right now, they shouldn't be depressed. I feel like they should have the time off to just relax, enjoy this time off, use it like as a vacation, but also just think about your future and think about what you want to do and what you want to be and how you want to impact and how you want to see people and see the changes that you're doing just personally, bro. So
Yeah.
I feel like with these younger fighters, man, they just gotta still stay motivated, still know
Mm.
that the world's gonna keep going on, bro. After all this shit is over with, the world's gonna keep on going on. There is gonna be some fights. There is gonna be the shows that you're gonna be putting on. So still have that vision, still have that goal, still be waking up every day with that type of determination to go out there and be the best you could be. And
Mm.
that's how I'm seeing it, bro. So
There you go.
if I had any type of words to these younger fighters, I just say stick to the goal, man. There's always going to be ups and downs in your guys' career, but you just got to fight through them, bro, and just battle them out and just know what you want to be and who you want to be and how you want to impact, and just continue to just fucking fight through it every single day, and
Yeah.
blessings are going to come your way.
There you go. One thing I wanted to emphasize, right? You just said powerful words, man. I hope everybody that's seeing this and will hear it down the road, like, that was very powerful words. And one thing I do want to emphasize right now in terms of what we're living through, like the reality, right, is
Yeah.
that, like, I hope after we've recovered from this, I just want people to respect each other.
To the gut. Boom, boom. That's my favorite.
Yeah, you
Because
know
you
what's
open them up. Because like,
yeah.
let's say you're fighting somebody, you throw the hook, so you open the guard up on top. This shit's right open, so then you come right underneath with it. Boom, boom.
Oh shit. Yo, you know what's too? Your fight, man, the homage you did for Kobe Bryant, fire, bro. With
Yeah,
the
dude,
black
I felt
jersey.
like I had to, man. I was heartbroken, bro. I was like, damn, like this shit fucking happened. Like I was literally going to Miami, bro.
Yeah.
I was on the airplane and they're like, what the fuck? Like somebody like said, what the fuck? And I got like me and my girl like look back, we're like, oh shit, like what the fuck's going on here? They're like, Kobe Bryant died and shit. I was like, what? So then I ended up looking it up on my phone. And sure
Yeah.
enough, dude, it was true, man. So I wanted to make sure I paid my dues and paid my respect to him, man,
Yeah.
because he's he's a GOAT, man. He's a Hall of
Yeah.
Famer. He's accomplished a lot, and not only just like in his boxing, dude, just his like mental aspect of life and how he's seen life and how he take care of his kids and just being a good role model and a good human being, bro. Like it was just sad seeing that happen to him, man. So.
Nah, yeah, it's very fortunate, man. And you know what's
Yeah.
crazy too? Because like we think about Kobe Bryant, right? You think about his competitiveness. He was like an assassin, a killer in the court. He didn't take no for losing. And then the night of your fight, it was like you had the bad cut. You were still going. It was like you was a man possessed, bro. Like you had one mission in mind, and you just didn't let nobody take that away from you. Then I was like, yo, it was like magic, bro. I was in my head. I'm like, yo, that was like Black Mama in the house, bro. And like I said, bro,
Fact,
that was
man. And,
mad,
and
mad.
that's how I felt, bro. That my just leading up to the whole fight, leading up to the build up, training camp, and just going over there to in Miami, bro. My main goal was to just go out there and just do what I do, bro.